It is time to get creative, get artistic. We are painting, and this is the image that, well, we can actually put it up full screen right now, the picture that we will be painting, and you can learn to paint along too. So thank you so very much, Amanda Latini, for sending us this beautiful image. I guess we'll see how the three of us interpret it on the canvas. So right now we're just getting set up, getting our paints out here. Marlene, you chose this image for us to paint. What about it screams to you that it's paintable? And if somebody is looking to transform maybe a photograph into a painting, what are some characteristics that you tend to look for?
Well, fall is kind of special, first of all. Not only is the most phenomenal time of year, but painting fall when you're, especially when you're outdoors painting plein air, but painting fall anytime, you have to remember that all these gorgeous colors put together, green and red and yellow and orange make what? Brown, mud. So it's a little bit tougher, although it's the most phenomenal season, but it's a little bit tougher to paint fall than to paint some of the other seasons.
Because you have to make sure you're not mixing those colors too much.
Right, and yeah, you can have some browns, but you know, that's the way you make black and brown, you know, is by all the colors of fall. Personally, one of the reasons I chose this is because it has a lot more interest than, you know, when you go out there, you look at these beautiful trees, you're riding along in your car and you pull over the side and you take pictures of trees because they're gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous. Trees. But you put that into a painting, and is it as wonderful as a painting as it is as a photograph?
It might fall a little flat.
Right, because it's trees.
Yeah.
You know. So to add something else of interest, and here I chose this because not only it has the water, so it's got movement. There's purples in the sky to offset some of the other colors. So you've got purples and oranges, which of course are complementary. And then you've got these islands back here that pick up the different colors. So there's a lot going on here that says to me, wow, I want to be there, you know, because I can drive down the road and see phenomenal fall. But to see this, I want a picnic there. I don't want to just take a photo. So that's one of the things that I fell in love with this photo. So thank you again, Amanda, was it?
Yep. For
sending in the photo. And we're gonna do it. And remember, in painting, as you guys know, because you are not novices.
I've painted a time or two, or 5 or 10.
I've painted maybe twice. One time was elementary school, so the other time.
When you wear a white shirt to do a painting session, you know you're a novice.
Yeah, for sure. I do have a T-shirt under here, guys. When we actually start painting, I will make sure that I change out of this.
So where do we start? Just picking out our colors?
So we're going to pick out, and remember that you are the artist. This is your rendition.
Yeah.
You know,
interpretation.
This is what we call a reference. Okay, you want to put yourself into this. If you want more deep greens in here to show off some shadowing, and you know, what shows off the brightness is the darkness, you know, so values are really important. So if, you know, you want to put more darks in there, or if you like pink a little bit more than you like orange, you know, that's up to you. I think that there's enough interesting things going on in this photo that you can do so many wonderful things with it. You know, there's movement in the sky, you've got all kinds of things going on. So you want to just get your paints out. I'm going to give you both a little bit of this, it's called Galkite gel. And if your paints get a little bit tough, you can just dip your brush into it a little bit, and it's wonderful for moving your paints along. Okay. Remember, when you start to paint, you're going to use a palette knife to mix your colors. You don't want to use a brush unless you're mixing them on your painting itself, and then it's fine to use a brush. Or if you're mixing little bits, but you want to make sure that when you're mixing paints, your dark goes into your light.
Gotcha.
Not your light into your dark. If you put your white into colors to lighten it up, you'll have 8,000 pounds of paint. And
So we want to put our light colors on the canvas first.
well, you want to put your light colors. You want to put your when you're mixing, you want to put your darks and lights.
I see.
The other thing, which is fun, especially in the fall, because you know you've got warm and cold right here in this one photograph, which is phenomenal. You know, and that's why sunsets are so popular, warm and cold. And so when you put your paints on your palette, you might want to do warms on one side and cools on the other side.
Gotcha.
I kind of naturally started doing that.
Yes, you did, obviously. Look at that. That's perfect. And you know, when I used to teach the kids, I used to say, well, you know, what's warms? Well, think of sunshine. You know, what's cools? Think of a
snowy day.
A snowy day. So, you know, it's not too hard to visualize what warms and cools would be. So I'm going to put a little bit on mine.
Okay. Well, we can continue picking out our colors. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, it's time to put these colors to the canvas.